friends. So today we are going to be reading Click, Clack, Moo, Cows, That, Type. And if you remember, we're talking about a special thing that's happening this week. This week is the farm show. So we're going to be reading another story about farm animals. And so if you look on the cover page here, you can see some animals. And before we read it, can anybody tell me if they think this is a story that somebody took real pictures with a camera, or do you think that they drew the pictures? Let's just think about that before we read the story. I guess we'll find out. But if you look on the page, you see there's some cows that you would see on a farm. There's also a chicken, a duck, and then there's something on the front page. This is called a typewriter. If you look here, there's a better picture of it. And so this is almost like a computer. And so you type on the buttons here, and then a paper comes out what you are writing. So let's find out what this story is about. It's called Click, Clack, Moo, Cows That Type by Doreen Corin, pictures by Betsy Lewin. Farmer Brown has a problem. Oh no. What do you think that Farmer Brown's problem could be? He has cows that like to type. All day long he hears click clack, moo, click clack, moo, clickety clack, moo. At first he could not believe his ears. Cows that type? That's impossible. Click clack, moo, click clack, moo, clickety clack, moo. Then he couldn't believe his eyes. Dear Farmer Brown, the barn is very cold at night. We'd like some electric blankets. Sincerely, the cows. It was bad enough the cows had found the old typewriter in the barn. Now they wanted electric blankets? No way, said Farmer Brown. No electric blankets. Uh-oh, what do you think the cows are going to do when Farmer Brown tells them no? So the cows went on strike. They left a note on the barn door. Sorry, we're closed. No milk today. So the cows are not making milk until they get their blankets. Let's see what Farmer Brown does. No milk today? Cried Farmer Brown. In the background, he heard the cows busy at work. Click clack, moo, click clack, moo, clickety clack, moo. I wonder what they're going to write to Farmer Brown this time. The next day, he got another note. Dear Farmer Brown, the hens are very cold too. They'd like electric blankets. Sincerely, the cows. So now the hens are asking for blankets too because the barn is just too cold. What do you think Farmer Brown's going to do now that the cows and the hens are asking? find out. The cows were growing impatient with the farmer. They left a new note on the barn. So I guess the farmer's taking too long. So let's see what they wrote here. It says closed. No milk, no eggs. So now the hens aren't making any eggs either. No eggs, cried Farmer Brown in the background. He heard them. Click, clack, moo. Click, clack, moo. Clickety, clack, moo. Cows that type, hens on strike. Who ever heard of such a thing? How can I run a farm with no milk or eggs? Farmer Brown was furious. So he is getting very angry. Farmer Brown got out his own typewriter. Dear cows and hens, there will be no electric blanket. I demand milk and eggs. Sincerely, Farmer Duck was a neutral party, so he brought the ultimatum to the cows. Duck is bringing a letter to the hens and the cows. We're going to see what they say. The cows held an emergency meeting. All the animals gathered around the barn to snoop, but none of the animals understood moo. All night long, Farmer Brown waited for an answer. So what do you think? Do you think that the hens and the cows are going to give Farmer Brown eggs and milk with no blankets? Let's see what they're going to do next. Duck knocked on the door early the next morning. He handed Farmer Brown a note. Dear Farmer Brown, we will exchange our typewriter for electric blankets. Leave them outside the barn door, and we will send Duck over with the typewriter. Sincerely, the cows. All right, let's see if they made a deal. Is Farmer Brown going to give them their blankets? Farmer Brown decided this was a good deal. He left the blankets next to the barn door and waited for Duck to come with the typewriter. The next morning, he got a note. Dear Farmer Brown, the pond is quite boring. We'd like a diving board. Sincerely, the ducks. Click, clack, quack. Click, clack, quack. Clickety, clack, quack. What do you think? Is Farmer Brown going to give them a diving board? He did. So now the ducks have a diving board for their pond too.